Well, well, well. What do we have here? Missy Jen playing in the dirt today. Good afternoon, guys. Saturday afternoon on the Rancho, and never let it be said that we're not productive here. So Missy Jen has been on the job. And honey, what are you doing today?
Planting the petunias.
All right, we got the petunias. We went to the well, I ended up getting them at Osh Orchard Supply Hardware. We didn't like the Kmart selection, so we ended up going there. So Jen, with her usual German efficiency, has marked everything out here on the planter box. So what are we going to do? Alternate red, white, red, white.
Red, white, red, white, red, white.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And they are exactly 12 inches and a half apart from each other. And that comes
You did the math.
perfectly.
Yeah.
Comes out perfectly.
Yeah, math queen. There we go. Good deal.
And that one there gets just centered. And it comes out beautiful.
Awesome. It looks like our flag is starting to get a little faded there. Those colors might fade, but they never run. I'll tell you that. So we'll probably get a replacement flag and then properly move this one on and in a dignified and proper manner. So Missy Jen, this is looking good. This is looking great. As a matter of fact, you got good spacing. And what's going to happen, guys, is these are going to come over the front like a cascade in the red and the white. And it's really going to look beautiful against the coconut palm green color of the casa here. So I'm also happy to say, oh boy, I'm also having something we haven't seen for a while. There's the snack dick coming down. Yeah. And you can see how beautiful the bottle brush there. All right, there's snack dick. Buenos dias, snack dick. How are you? Always very colorful there. Nice guy. I mean, I joke, guys, but these guys work really hard, very long hours. They go at about 10 o'clock in the morning and they're out there till 8 or 9 o'clock at night, peddling their stuff around the neighborhood and everywhere. And I happen to think it's one of the things that really makes it colorful and beautiful to live in a multicultural area like we live in. Just colorful things like that that are kind of anachronistic to most of your neighborhoods out there. So Jen, that's looking great there. So we got a big problem over there here with the gardenia. This is getting the living hell munched out of it on here, and it's a shame. Never been able to quite figure it out. I don't know if it's earwigs or snails. I think next I'll try to put down snail here, but it's probably the little earwigs that come out at nighttime, so I'll have to check it in the evening and come in. These things that we picked up at the store before, down at Lowe's, they're doing quite well. They're giving some green, they're bushing up quickly here, and they're going to fill in nice. The roses just weren't cutting it. They were just, where are they, Jen? They just never quite cut it. They never could get enough sun because of that tree.
They had a fungus, and then when I actually pull them out, the roots already had some kind of a disease.
Yeah,
and,
so they just weren't cutting it. But these seem very happy down here, don't they?
Yeah.
The big issue today. I can't. Well, I'll go inside and show you. While we're stopping through here, you can see how disruptive this has been to make room. We had to pull everything from the pantry out here to get room to have clearance to pull the combo washer dryer here, which I did on Thursday night. So we're just waiting on parts. This is the control board, and I had people ask me, why can't you just take that into the workshop and just check it out the parts? Because this thing is potted with epoxy in the bottom, so it's impossible to remove the board and get it away from the back here to change out the components. You can see it a little better right here You can see that glaze on there. That's actually a resin, a plastic resin they put in there, specifically so you can't get in there and pull the board out and work on it. So it's, you know, it truly is a throwaway society. You know, the only part that could be worked on is the, and even then you can't, is the noise filter, what they call the noise filter. The power comes through here and gets conditioned a little bit. But again, that's a potted component too. So, well, there you go. So we're left with working on the irrigation system today. And, I think I'll go ahead and actually I'm going to go ahead and fire up the pump out here. And for those of you who are new to the channel, we're picking up a lot of subscribers lately. Hello, doggies. Tomatoes are looking good out here. Tomatoes are looking good. Our mum has wintered over very well here, but the tomatoes have already tripled in size. And as you know, we're not planting the big fancy varieties this year. I'm not sure if Jen put the eggplants in yet. We have Japanese eggplants right here. Not yet, but we have some beans growing here. And then this is all very sunny for a lot of the day back here. So this is a great place to do some more planting back in there. So I don't know, I'm not quite sure where the eggplants are yet. That's looking good. The whole place is looking good. The blooming is over for the Lady Banks roses for the season. Oh boy. Down here is where the perv was had pulled this away so he could have a viewpoint to kind of spy on us, and then they fly that damn drone overhead from out of there too. This is doing good. We're gonna have a ton of navel oranges, all the Robertson navels. You can just see them. There's probably gonna be 50 this year on here. There are just tons of them. And I did have one on the Palestine, the Shimuto orange here, but I don't know where that went. I'm not going to fiddle with it too much. If I find it, I might, my bad luck, to knock it off. Okay, but it's probably in there somewhere. But I was hoping we'd get some more. Flowers. Real ghetto, I know, real ghetto. There's our lemon tree. Plenty of blossoms and lemons. And this is our Kushu mandarin. And we've got a lot of little fruits on that. That's good. That's infilling really well there. Getting back to normal. That got whacked on our 19-degree night in 2014. December 2014. This is our juice orange tree, our Valencia orange here. And that's looking good. And look at our peaches. How big our peaches are here already. This is going to be a really nice peach tree. It's really taken off nicely here. We're not going to let it carry too much fruit, because that really, most of the growth early, you want to go into the growth of the tree. Here's our elephant heart plum, and this is a little more problematic, but I did see a few on here, the plums. Oh, I swear I did. Don't know where they went. Well, I don't know. I thought I saw some on here the other day. I don't think I was seeing things. I don't know. Anyway. Hello, Georgie. Let's go around here. Many plums on here, the Santa Rosa plums. You can see here lots and lots of plums, and I'm very happy about that. I'm just disappointed. I know I saw some elephant heart plums on here. Yeah, there's some right there, right under the bottom. They tend to be low, actually. There's a whole group of them there, so I'm happy about that. And then our new pear tree that we put in. And we like to kind of put stuff in tight here. This will grow towards that way. And what it does is create nice wind breaks in here too. Prevent wing damage. I guess that was going to be a cherry there on our Bing, but I don't think we're going to get anything. You have to wait a couple years before you get anything off of them. And then some of our orange trees, our Trovita orange. I think we got some, and I've never had this orange before, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. Somewhere on there we've got some. And then of course we have the Washington navel, which is the standard navel, really, for peeling and eating. But here's the well pump. We're gonna go ahead. You know, we did all the plumbing work, changed out the little froggy had gotten inside of the housing here and gotten incinerated. Well, it peed on the windings and then caused a short circuit there. That sucked. And then this housing was cracked when I went to put the new pressure gauge back in, so I had to redo all this above ground piping here. So I want to turn on the irrigation for the property here. I think that's on. Turn that on. And I rebuilt all this plumbing here. This here goes to the shine shack. And this is a cutoff. This goes to all the irrigation on the whole property over here. The whole shooting match. And I'll tell you what that entails. We'll walk around here and I'll show you what that entails in terms of what gets irrigated here. Wash the rolling Rancho again. Do another bikini wash video, huh? Yeah. So the furthest stretches for the irrigation, we have the line where the Ladybank's roses go down the fence line. And you can see the further away you go from the source here, the storage tank that gets pumped out, the less and less pressure we have and the less water goes out. So of course our growth is very high there, and then it tapers away to very low. And look at our beautiful rose bush. This is my favorite rose bush on the property. Isn't that gorgeous? These roses, just beautiful here. Nice big bush. Nice big bush here. So this is one very long leg of irrigation all along here with the piping. And then we also have two hookups. The guy that used to have this place, he grew artichokes back here, and then it got too choked out with junk and stuff, buried cars. So we have irrigation from the well back here too. We've got two of them, so we could potentially have a garden back here, and we've got to find a higher use for things here before the city impounds. This guy's lucky he uses it for his gunite business over there. So gonna have a lot of apples this year, a lot of apples. I can tell the allergies are starting up. It's a very heavy year. I'm gonna have to do a lot of thinning for apples this year. A lot of thinning for apples. These things tend to produce a lot of clusters in here, so. All right, so there's really no irrigation up this side. The piping just runs out to these two pipes and down the side here on the Rancho. That's Jack barking. He's kind of the watchdog for next door because this guy's got some very expensive equipment and stuff in here. Now over here the irrigation begins. We have actually a line that goes, there's a T-joint that comes out here. None of these fruit trees are really irrigated here. They shouldn't need much water, they get deep rooted, but the irrigation line runs all the way up from the, you see the wooden fence up there where that Dick ran into it with her car. The irrigation line comes down here, and it's actually fed by a T that comes off of here. It comes over here, and that irrigation line runs along the back fence line here. Runs here beside the fence, and then it goes underground here in front of the rolling Rancho. And then the irrigation runs along here through this bed here and then out the front. So there's a lot of irrigation lines. And then we have, when I designed and built these this patio and enclosed this, when I tore down the former shed that was here, I built these planter retainer walls, and I piped them for water coming through here from the well, and in addition I also ran chases for the electrical lighting and everything in here too. So there is a lot of irrigation to be maintained here. It's not uncommon for every once in a while to get pinpoint leaks that open up to big leaks, and I have at least 2 or 3 videos on my channel. Hello, Missy Jen. There's at least 2 or 3 videos where I've had to dig up outside to stop the well leak and get the leaks done. It's a real pain in the ass. One time it almost cost me my Sony Handycam, the DVD, DCR DVD. I fell into the hole with the water and everything, but I rescued it. Alright, so we're back out front again, and Jen's got all this stuff beautifully planted here, and this is going to look spectacular. This gets plenty of morning sun. The good news too, they also cleaned up this horrendous tree. I don't even know what kind of tree it is. It's huge, but this thing was all nasty with high growth. The gas and electric company came through and trimmed that. So that gives a little more light. It used to be willy-nilly all over the freaking place. So this is the control box here. And although it's on, I don't know if it's I don't even know if it's functioning, you know. So this is the thing now. I got to take a couple minutes. It's on auto, and let's throw this over to let's put this on manual. We're gonna go next. Well, that's working good, isn't it? A damn thing being done on that. A damn thing being done. So I'm gonna have to figure it out. So, well, that's where we stand. I'm gonna take a couple minutes to check it out. Yep, thing's all cocked up. We got an A station and a B station here. Still working on it. Well, I got to the irrigation lines there, and I can see that one, that has some kind of split. I have to see if I have a repair coupling part for that somewhere. I want to go around and look at the other lines too. I'm sure these are all This one seems to be clogged here. Have to check. I just have to go around. There's a lot of stuff to be done to make sure this irrigation system is relined here. So, okay. Assuming this works okay. So I want to go through the back now and make sure we don't have any big horrendous leaks like we have right there. Left that one. Phew, what a day. And yes, I did work out today. I did go to the gym. I got one big leak in front. Must have split that line where the irrigation is around the new plantings out there. So now we're going to look out here and see what we got for the tomato plants here and stuff. Alright, so we're getting here. Okay. These rabbits are going to have to be clamped down into place here. I like to usually have two per plant. That's okay. I think absolutely nothing coming out of this one here. What I got to do is open this up and see if anything's going on inside of it. So, okay, so that was clogged a bit there. Now that one's open. Well, you get the idea of what's got to be done. So I'm going to have to go down the line to all of these and unclog them. So first I've got to try to fix that split out front there. What I'm doing now is going around and taking this dental pick here and just carefully working it into the valve mechanism and opening up the blockages here. And I think that should do a whole lot towards getting a better watering on here. Not really that bad so far. Not that bad. Gonna have to tape this back at the end. This is leaking. If we put a piece of tape across here, redo it again, that generally closes that up pretty good, or put a clamp on that. Works pretty good. So, making progress. Before I forget about it and I move on one step today, I want to give a shout out to one of my subscribers, Ariel Jones. Her sister Janie is having a birthday today, and happy birthday to you, Janie. And Ariel says she turned her sister on to watching my channel. Poor kid. Probably scarred for life now because of it, but thank you for being on here. And Ariel, you know the way I feel about you, and you know, I'd stand up for you any day of the week. So happy birthday to your sister Janie, and all the best. Now Missy Jen's giving me the eyeball, and it's back to work for me. See, there she is. You guys think I'm kidding? Okay, all right, tough guy. All right, I had to take a little break and get a little bit of fruit for lunch today. So back out on the job. Starting to get a few clouds in here today, which is nice. It keeps it cool. But what I need to do now is dig out these watering these pipes. They get so ratted up with stuff all around them that they're unable to properly pop up and water the lawn. So I want to try to get these things all clear now. I know it's a big job. All right, well, there's some problem with this this head right here. We're gonna have to dig it out because either it's cross-threaded down there or something's going on, because this whole thing is filling up with water like crazy, and it's causing a big drop of pressure here. So time to remove it and take a look. I made sure to dig down to see if I had an internal leak here. I went all the way down to the feed pipe, and clearly now that's something wrong with the seal on top of the unit. So okay, I wanted to make sure we didn't have a pipe break there before I get involved with anything else. Remove that unit and see if I have another one. I ended up having to run down to the big box stick here to get a couple more of the 180-degree sprinkler heads. See, I dug that one out, and one thing I really don't like here is that when the guy put it in the water system here, he just put it in too low, these heads, so they're always coming up and slamming into the grass around them. So I get these threaded spacers here, and I want to see if they're going to do the trick, just to raise it enough to get a little more height for better water flow. So let's go ahead and remove this sprinkler head here and get the new one mounted. Do the trick there. Make sure we got that 180 degrees here. I'm pretty satisfied. I'm going to see if I can move that a little more. I'm getting sprayed to pieces right now. Let's get down here. Let's get that one more turn there. And I am pretty satisfied there with that one. I may have to go back and get some higher thread inserts. Reason being, it looked like he had already used one of these on each one because it was low. So anyway, I'm going to fill that in and probably call it good. Go ahead and wrap it up. Show you on auto, push manual, push all, enter. So we started on that side over there. We have much better water flow coming out of that one. The center one. Our pressure is now significantly higher because we were losing so much throughput because of outflow off of that unit there. Was not the housing was leaking there. So the only thing is we may need over here are to raise this unit up a little higher. As it still seems to struggle down in here, I may end up replacing that out with a new 90-degree that comes higher there, but it'll have to be dug out, and that thread will have to be removed, that 1-inch thread. So let's advance it to the next station now. Just put next here, I believe. We'll start up this side. And here's another one. It's always having difficulty coming up here. Let me see what I can do with this one. I really think these things have to be lubricated, but we've got much more supply, and I'm satisfied for today, and I think I will make it my mission to replace some of these if need be going forward. But I feel much better about the coverage. Now when we put it into third position here, next we've conquered the leak on the water line down here, and it should all be good. So all we have to do when we want to go to adding our putting our water system on is just turn it to auto. For now I'm going to turn it to off. Obviously we have some storm clouds and some more weather ahead. Do some things to recover the lawn a little bit here too. See if I can work on that a bit. So, well, good day here on the Rancho. Got all the irrigation system properly functioning again, and I want to thank you guys for being along. And thumbs up are always appreciated. Thanks everybody.